What's up, guys? Welcome back to FnA Van Life.
Today we are going to be doing another van tour review / reaction. We've picked this video because it had a lot of views. It was put out within the last year, and we watched the first little snippet of it, and it looks pretty cool.
This is a review and a reaction to this video, so don't get too crazy. We're just trying to have fun with it, guys. That's all we're trying to do.
This video is from a creator called McGee. He's got a dope Instagram profile, which I just went and checked out, which looks absolutely amazing.
Yeah. And
you'll see why in the first, 2 seconds of this video.
Whoa!
It's making me dizzy. Okay, so obviously this guy's really good at flying a drone.
Right off the rip, that was some crazy footage. It might have got you a little bit dizzy, but it was super dope. The fact that you can fly a drone like that, what type of drone do you have? That's my question.
I don't know.
And that camera hookup to it, it didn't go blurry at all.
No, and I just looked at his Instagram profile. It looks like he's got a course online about how to be a creator and stuff like that. So maybe he's got some tips on the drone.
Yeah, I don't think you could do that with a Maverick though.
No, maybe if you unlock it.
Maybe, I don't know. Maybe you had to try that out. I'm definitely gonna crash a $2,000 drone though.
That's why you get the insurance.
Right. MCGEE.
McGee.
Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to this video where I'm finally going to be doing a full tour of the van that we've been building out for the past few months.
Camera woman's ready.
Camera woman, Mother Mary is ready. The van itself is a Ram Promaster 2500. It's the high roof version and it's the extended one. It's a 159. A lot of people go with the Sprinters or the Transits.
The reason why a lot of people, I think, go with Transits or Sprinters is just due to the fact that the 2017 Promasters had a lot of issues and lemon type of things, and they never actually made them recallable. So that, I think that's a big reason why a lot of people go with either the Ford Transit or the Sprinter van.
This is the main door of the van. We got a nice placemat, make it kind of homey. But the first thing you see when you go into the van is the bench seat. So this thing is a bench, but it also has a fridge inside of it. And as you can see, the latch that I made is not doing super well, so we had to make this
So we have the same fridge setup, and you need like an 80-pound magnet on there at least, because your fridge is going to be really heavy, especially when it's full of food. Yeah. So as soon as you hit the brakes, that fridge slides right out.
Yeah, so we threw an 80-pound magnet on us. We suggest you do something similar to that. You can just grab that on Amazon.
Duct tape's an interesting solution, but probably not going to last very long.
It's definitely a right now solution though.
Yeah.
Right when you're going into the space, it looks super open. I love that about it.
You see how wide it is compared to the Sprinters. Look how much space they have in the middle.
So this swivel seat I just got online. It took me 30 minutes to install it. It was super easy. But yeah, it makes this area just seem so much bigger. And it makes our living room twice as big.
I think a swivel seat is a must in a van. We don't have one yet. We are definitely going to get one. It just opens up your space and gives you a lot more area to sit down and hang out and makes it user friendly.
As far as the cab, we haven't really done anything except for get a plant and slowly...
Danny sits on it.
I've killed him, almost.
Plants in a van are really tricky because you might not be getting a lot of natural sunlight inside of your space. We just got a bunch of plants and they're doing okay, but I literally take them down from their perch every single day to put them in the window to get the sun, feed them it's you have to really take care of and love these plants or they will die.
They also have names, and Alex legit talks to them every night and says goodnight to them and puts them away. Very sweet.
Grow.
Yeah, you have to be nice to your plants. You have to talk to them sweet because you know what? They react to it.
Circle back in a month and see if they're still alive.
Huge cavity, which is really nice for jackets, drones, just random stuff that we're not using at the time, we threw up there. And then the other thing right here, as you can see, is a curtain rod. So when we're ready to sleep, all we do, pull these curtains down, put them across this way. And if we're in little parking lots and stuff, we don't really want people to know that it's a nice van in here in case they want to break in.
Like he's saying, from a security perspective, it's really important to have these curtains or some other way to block off your front area from your back area.
Yeah.
That way, you know, if you're not covering all your front windows, it just looks empty back here. Like most people don't do anything to the cab because then when people look in it from the outside, it just looks like a regular van. And then the curtains allow you to hide all your beautiful build.
Yeah, like they say, out of sight, out of mind.
Just gonna work my way sort of this way around the van. So the first thing you see when you come in is this Camp Chef oven.
I'm not sure about this little wall that they have behind the driver's seat. I'm not sure the reasoning behind it. Maybe they wanted to leave that so they could look out the back window, but it's not going to actually help you see out the back.
Maybe it's just a hold that planted. Sliding forward.
Maybe. But if you put the wall the whole way up, the other side of that wall could become a hanging storage. Like, see, they have something hanging from the other side of it already. But if you have a bunch of stuff on there, it's going to look really messy and not great. I think it's cute, but it's just not really the most functional use of that space.
Yeah, it looks like that they were just going for looks with that, like aesthetics. If you can see, that's ours over there. That keeps it all blocked off.
But then the other side of it is full of coats and random stuff.
Yeah.
If you want to find this exact thing. But it's super cool because it's a burner. So you can cook like pancakes, mushrooms. And then over here we just have a little slot for pans and stuff like that.
Cool. I really like that little slot that they have there. It's very convenient, very nice that you're utilizing all your storage. I really like that.
We know a lot of people who have the Camp Chef and really love it, but it's a really big unit, so you're committing a lot of space in your build to that oven. And then you also have to have a propane hookup behind it. So you have to have a propane tank coming into this. So that's another lot of space that you're giving up in your build. I love to cook, and I thought that it was going to be really important for us to have this like whole kitchen set up. And the longer that you're in the van, the less that you really need, or the less that you even want to cook, and you want to like have things as minimal as possible. The Camp Chef is awesome, but not really a requirement. That little storage nook too seems good, but also like is it big enough for an arm to get into?
No.
It looks pretty small.
You have to use like tongs just to get
You're
in
like,
there.
oh
and
no,
push it
I
out.
lost something in the back. Like, go for it.
You know those little arm things in the board game?
Yeah,
You use those little
grab
arm
it.
things to grab and pull it out.
This window is an Arctic tern window. Or sorry, not an Arctic tern. An Arctic tern is literally a bird. An Arctic tern is the bird that attacked my drone in Iceland and made it
Shoot.
into the lake. It was made by a company called Turn Overland. I just found them through a Ram Promaster Facebook community, but they're really sick. It goes out, so you just unclip these things. Window goes out like that. You can prop it up. Theoretically, yep, prop it up there. It's double pane, so it's insulated. And then when you want to go to sleep, you put that down, or the bottom thing is a screen for bugs.
Cool.
That is really cool.
That window looks really cool. I love all the different features. It's a screen, it's a window, it's a blackout shade, pops out. You could probably do different levels of the pop out. That seems like a really good buy.
Super functional. Love it.
Or a little stream, so it'll help with dishes and everything. And outside, if you want to take a shower, you just put the sink out, shower.
The shower faucet is great. These big ones use a lot of water, so you want to be careful of that. It's cool that he can take it right out of the window and use it as an outdoor shower, so he doesn't need an extension for that.
Yep. He did say that it is low flow too. He said there's two settings. One where it sprays a lot and then one where it's low flow.
Yeah, but all faucets have that.
Not ours. Ours just has one.
But I mean, like the spray faucets, there's always like a spray and then a single. It looks like the same ones that everybody else has.
Yeah, me too.
So,
I think so too.
Look, their spice jars are empty.
Yeah, they are. What kind of spices you guys put? Huh? What you got, huh? Is that what you put in your mushrooms that you talked about cooking earlier?
What a weird combo, pancakes and mushrooms.
I know, right?
I was like, okay.
Normal kitchen sink. It's super nice. It's got a drain for like a bunch of all the food shit that you don't want to go down the drain. Goes there. And then I cut this cutting board, just cut it to fit, and this has actually been super nice because it extends the counter space by almost double. The next thing is this backsplash.
We got the same one.
It might look like a really professional real tile backsplash, but we literally just got this off of Amazon and it sticks on.
We also have the peel and stick backsplash. It's
Subway
really
tiles.
good.
Yeah, we love it.
It's easy, it's inexpensive,
And
and
it's-
it's lightweight, which is really important for a van.
And it's easy to clean too. So it has everything going for it.
I got really itchy when Paco just like put his butt in my face.
Oh, you got butt neck.
These jars, this was all Nicole's idea. We literally just put this in this morning, but we're
No
putting
wonder they're
spices
empty.
and other things in jars, and they're just screwed up to the top. You just take them off, boom, spice up whatever you need to spice up. We stayed at the campground last night, and Nicole went to the bathroom this morning, and I don't know what happened in the bathroom last night, but it smells absolutely horrible, and it somehow like stuck to Nicole. Like,
Are you saying it stuck to Nicole or it was Nicole?
Poor Nicole. I love that like a huge portion of this van bill is dedicated to how stinky the campground bathroom is.
Yeah, that's the reason why we parked as far away as possible today from the bathroom of the campground.
Oh my god.
I think you need to put that shower to good use. Go stand outside while he hoses you down.
Yeah.
I wanted everything to be just super easy to use and be able to charge GoPros, phones, whatever. So I just made this sort of like charging station. AC outlet. This is a battery monitor, so it just tells you the percentage of the battery. This turns on the inverter, which goes to this outlet, and then these are the lights. It's on a dimmer. There's 2 dimmers. One of them is for this back section. So, or if someone's cooking and someone's trying to sleep, you can flip them and these will go off. I literally knew nothing about electrical before I started this, but a million YouTube videos later, it's still working pretty well.
I do like the fact that their battery monitor is in between their outlets and stuff, so when they're plugging in, they're visually looking at it. I think that's a really good spot for it. I don't love the fact, once again, I like outlets everywhere. I don't love the fact that they're in one spot. I don't know if they have any other ones throughout their build, but I'm guessing not. I'm guessing that everything's in that central spot.
I could just imagine that when you have your phone and your drone and your laptop and everything plugged in there, that whole area of the counter is just like covered in electronics.
Big clutter, yep.
Last thing that I will say is that it's really handy to have USB outlet chargers, because then you don't have to turn on your inverter to charge stuff. Obviously, you're limited to what you can actually charge on those, but for things like your phone, camera batteries, stuff like that, it's really handy to have a bunch of USB chargers.
So working our way more, there's just like more backsplash, kind of just extended the cabinet. And then, yeah, now getting into the drawers. So this top drawer, what used to be my drone drawer, but then Nicole was like, why the hell do you have your drones in the top drawer? These soft close drawers, which are really nice and just like kind of fun to shut.
All of this cabinetry looks like it was probably built prefab. Soft close drawers are great in a house, but in a van, when you take a corner, all those drawers are just gonna fly away.
You can have the soft close drawers if you have magnets and things to lock them into, and then that would be great. But if you don't have it, they're totally, like you said, everything just flies out. It's very important to make sure you have as many magnets and locking mechanisms in your van as possible.
And it's probably a good thing that he moved the drones, so good job, Nicole, because imagine that flies open and all your drones go flying everywhere.
Oh man, I'd be so upset.
Yeah.
Yeah, all the cabinets, all everything. Me and my dad built it. My dad's super good at woodworking.
Oh, wow. Y'all, I take back my comment about everything looks prefab. They're just really good at woodworking, apparently.
Yo, your dad is the shit.
Is all my camera gear, so we just switched the drawers. Drone controllers, FPV stuff, cords, like pretty much all of it except for the stuff I keep in my bag.
How many drones do you have, man?
A couple. I think that's how he makes his lit. Like, he's got a whole Instagram that's just like crazy fucking drones.
Just does professional drone shots everywhere.
They're dope.
Super smart.
Yeah.
I mean, what a niche, huh?
Clothes and other random things like that. This drawer is actually a fake drawer. It's just where the zip is,
Nice.
but it looks nice, so we put a fake drawer. Then under here is kind of like our cleaning cabinet. So we got trash bags, a steamer. You gotta have a steamer in the van. That's it.
I'm sorry, I have to pause the video there. A steamer?
For what? That black t-shirt of yours needed a good steam before you threw it on this morning? Gotta have a steamer. This is the first van tour I've ever seen where someone was like, gotta have the steamer.
Need a steamer. Oh, you don't got a steamer? Your van is not complete. Let me sell you this steamer here.
So now, since we're in this panel, I'm gonna explain some of the systems. First off, the water system. So I'll show you in the back later, but I have a 20-gallon wheel well water tank. From back there, from the water tank, goes through this pump,
So
through
dark.
this accumulator, and then up into the faucet. So it works off of pressure. The other side of it, once you actually use the water, it just goes straight down this pipe into this gray water tank, which is freaking disgusting right now, and we need a wash. But it goes to the gray water tank, and then right here is just an outlet to the outside. If we're in a spot where we don't want to drain out the bottom of the van, we can just like hit that. It'll stay in the van, like if we're in someone's driveway or something. But in a camping spot like we are now, we just want it to drain. So straight from the sink, straight down underneath the van. So just drill.
I've never seen a setup like this for gray water. It's interesting. I like the idea that it's a small tank. You're going to have to empty it often. It's not going to accumulate a smell. I mean, they said they have a smell. You can buy little tabs for that to kind of keep the smell at bay. I don't know about it. I also wouldn't want my gray water draining out the whole time we were at a camp spot.
Yeah.
So like say we were parked somewhere and the entire time we were there, the gray water was just draining out. We'd have a big puddle of like weird, smelly,
Smelly water.
Like I could see you let it fill up and then when you're ready to dump it somewhere, you let it all go. But to just have it like draining the whole time?
I mean, I gotta say though, it is very innovative, and I do like the fact that you can remove that gray tank very easily and clean it out, and then have a fresh gray tank quite often.
We've got our pots, pans, random stuff, and then all of our blender stuff. One of the reasons that I really went like overboard with the electric was because I really wanted to run a blender and a Keurig and everything, so that's where we keep that. Alright, and then over here we have the overhead cabinets.
I don't know what a Keurig is.
It's the most unenvironmentally friendly way to make coffee ever.
Oh, nice. Cool. That's good to know. Second, it doesn't seem like you guys have a lot riding on your solar, so I think that you'd be able to use the blender either way. I don't know.
Well, if they have like a big Vitamix or something like that, because as soon as you turn that on, you're taking all this power from the system.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But I do like the fact that you have that deep drawer there, you know, with the pots and pans and whatnot. I think that's really smart that you have it underneath the oven too, because you know that the access is right there. You're not really going to put much other stuff underneath there except for cooking supplies, I feel like.
And you need somewhere to keep big, bulky stuff like that.
And boom. So yeah, it's just three. They're the exact same size. We put our bowl.
Damn, I gotta give props to your dad again. This woodworking is actually pretty amazing.
Yeah, I like the framing on
It's very simple, but it's like looks very professional.
Yeah, it does.
I think that having that block in the middle of the cabinet is a bit, you're kind of like missing that space. Like if you have a big item, if you want to kind of have your items flow through, having them sectioned off like that is a little bit trickier because you kind of got to jam everything into that one spot instead of letting it flow together.
These are gas struts. They're super nice. And they hold it up when it's up like this, so you can just get in there and do whatever you want. And then they hold it in and lock it in when it's down.
That cabinet's like...
One thing I would suggest is still putting on some type of like low-end magnets there, like maybe 10-pound magnets, 5-pound magnets, just to help keep those cabinets closed. That way you never like hit a hard turn and whatever, because when you start storing more things in there, the weight's going to get a little bit higher. So when something heavier hits that cabinet, it's going to fly open. You're going to get shit all over your floor.
This way, we get to pretty much my favorite part of the van, which is this table.
Very nice.
So, a lot of people who do vans make their bed convert down into a table. And it is the perfect solution because you have this bench, you have all this space, a bunch of room for dongles and hard drives and working and editing.
What's a dongle?
And a big thing.
Pizza.
And pizza.
I don't want to be a negative Nancy or anything, but there's definitely something that I don't like about it.
All right, then I'll go with the positive.
All right, let's hear it.
I love the material of the table. I love that it's hidden away under the bed. He's got a nice latch on it, so it's not going to fall out of there. It looks a little bit small for two people to sit at.
That's where I was coming at. Small for people to sit at, and also on top of that, I don't like the fact that you have to sit next to each other. I want to be able to sit like across from you and be able to look you in the eyes when I'm eating.
Or like if you're playing a game or something, like it's nice to be able to sit around a table. You can always pull up a chair to the front side so you could sit like at an L.
This is currently Nicole's closet, but it will be where our toilet's going to be. That's a big question. Everyone's like, how do you go to the bathroom on the road? This is going to be where the toilet...
So it's currently Nicole's closet, but it's going to get converted. But then where is the clothes going to go? The whole time we've been looking in these drawers and stuff, I'm like, where are your clothes?
Yeah. They must have a bunch of storage in the back where they're going to hang their clothes and stuff. I don't know what they have.
Maybe, but you don't want to have to open your back door to get to your clothes.
Yeah, I mean, I don't disagree with you. Maybe they're going to have to build another cabinet or something like that in the back area.
I mean, maybe we'll see.
Yeah.
It's going to be. And it's just gonna sort of slide out. It's gonna be a composting toilet, so it doesn't stink. It's like totally fine.
I just want to say, maybe you don't want to go with the Nature's Head. Maybe you want to go with the Airhead. Price point is lower, and you also get longer user time out of it.
Y'all, we need an affiliate link for Airhead
For
toilets.
sure.
If you are a manufacturer or seller of Airhead toilets, you should hit us up because we are selling your shits. Literally.
And we can also use one too, so we'll take one as well.
Oh, there's an outlet right
Cool.
here for charging stuff up. And then there's another little compartment. Nicole's got more clothes in there. And then it goes to the back so I can access the water tank. You can kind of see it back there.
It does look like they have a bunch of room in there for her clothes to fit, but at the same time, it looked like 2 hats in there.
This cabinet here was Nicole's idea. It's just like a little kind of hanging down cabinet. We initially had a bar in front of it, but we figured out that it's just a lot easier to just like stuff stuff in.
That area, you could maybe try a bungee cord. A bungee cord, you could just move, slide it, and then put it back, and then nothing will ever fall out.
It's good storage space. Once again, every aspect of your van needs to have some type of storage in some type of way.
Alright, so this is how the bed is set up. It is just a platform. It's permanent. It doesn't move or anything. Except there are a couple different sections where I can access the back from the front. The reason that I chose the Promaster is because you can sleep sideways. So if you get a Sprinter, you have to sleep this way just because it's too narrow unless you do like these bubble things on the side. But with the Promaster, it's big enough to sleep sideways. I cut out these like little headboards and it basically gives you 2 inches on each side. So I'm 6'2", and I fit like literally perfect. If my feet are touching the bottom, like I can feel the top of my hair touching this side. Up here is the fan. It's just a max fan. Pulls air in or out and keeps the van pretty cool.
They only have one of those?
Yeah, they only have one because they have the opening windows.
For the bed, I will say, if he's fitting end to end, they should not try to be adding an extra anything. You could paint them, you could stain them, something like that, but like adding even a 1/4 inch of cork on each side, you lose a 1/2 inch, which would be all that extra hair space you were talking about.
We got chairs, we have our portable shower, which has been super nice on the road. I have a tent, sleeping bag, all that kind of gear, a big backpack, all the tools we need to keep the van on the road, bins for drones. I think I have like 9 drones in here. Nicole's got extra clothes, there's a cabinet, there's shoes.
9 freaking drones, man!
The 9 drones in the back, plus the ones he has in the front.
So that means he has to have at least like 15 drones.
It's pretty cool.
That's dope, man.
Reminder of our little hole in the floor. So everywhere we go, we just leave these little pumps. Shower. So it's a little briefcase.
Cool.
It's called the Ever Shower. It's basically just like a pan, and it pops up into a shower, and then it has a pump that recirculates it.
That's really cool. Actually, it has a recirculating pump, so you just reuse the water that you've used to get the shower going.
The batteries are 2 100 amp hour lithium batteries from Renogy, 2,000 watt inverter, which is powering the outlets.
Seems like you guys have a pretty legit battery system. 400 watts on the roof is great. That will pretty much run you wherever you need to go. You can stay off grid as much as you want. Just like he said, if you don't have sun, you need that secondary backup. Good job on that, guys.
It's been freaking awesome so far just to have like basically a home that you can park anywhere. That's, like I said, that's pretty much it for the video. If you guys want to watch the build videos, subscribe down below, check them out.
My major question for this whole thing is, where are their freaking clothes?
I don't think they have any.
Where are you going to put your clothes? All the storage in the kitchen area is kitchen stuff.
Yeah.
And drone stuff.
Do you put your clothes up in that nook up top? Maybe.
But that nook was so small.
I guess that's the reason why they have that steamer. They probably just like throw their clothes in, like stuff it into places.
Or they take the same t-shirt out every day and steam it.
I think it's awesome that you guys have converted over to van life, and like you're gonna get to travel so many cool places and get the craziest drone shots in some of these places, I'm sure. I can't wait to see that footage as well, and we look forward to seeing what you guys have in store for your van life career, I guess you could say.
Yeah, thank you so much, McGee. We're happy to share your van. If you want to follow his channel and learn all about his van and the travels and how to fly that dang drone, we're going to have a link to his channel down below.
Yep.
And that's it for us. If you guys want to subscribe, we'll be doing more of these van tour reviews. We also host van tours. We're going to be doing our own van tour in like a week or so because we just renovated. And that's about it.
Just remember, we've been working really hard at getting better at what we do. So if you guys could just click that subscribe button, like our channel, and, you know, stick along for the ride, you'll see how much better we get along the way.
Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.